This was the scene late this afternoon as a tense standoff continues where an Illinois State Police trooper was shot more than 10 hours ago. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Claire Kellett. News 4 has confirmed the trooper who was shot is 33-year-old Nick Hopkins. That information coming to us from the mayor of his hometown, Waterloo, Illinois. ISP District 11, where Hopkins works, has changed its Twitter profile picture. You see it here, to this thin blue line. That is typically a symbol of mourning a law enforcement officer. Now, despite that, as well as other social media posts that Hopkins has passed away, we want to say ISP has not confirmed whether he died. Earlier, the department did call his injuries life-threatening. This all started about 5:30 this morning with officers trying to execute a search warrant at a home in the 1400 block of North 42nd Street. That's in East St. Louis. We will have more on that standoff for you in just a moment. But right now we begin our live team coverage with Ray Preston. He has been at St. Louis University Hospital since mid-morning. Ray?
Well, right now we're waiting for a press conference to begin with the very latest information on the shooting. This is where the trooper was rushed. St. Louis University Hospital is a level 1 trauma center. Now, it has been a rather somber scene outside the emergency room entrance throughout the day. We have seen several police officers from various departments on both sides of the river arriving throughout the day. What we believe to be the trooper's family members were at the hospital as well. Several people were seen wiping away tears. There were several people hugging and supporting each other. We did talk with one woman who comes here once a month for breast cancer treatments. When she pulled up, she saw the street lined with police vehicles. She says she knew immediately that something bad had happened. When she did find out it was a shooting involving this police officer, she said it was just heartbreaking. Again, we're waiting right now for a press conference to begin. We understand that former St. Clair County State's Attorney, Brendan Kelly, who is now the director of the Illinois State Police, is here at the hospital, and that he will, our understanding is he will be here to answer questions involving the shooting of the officer from this morning. Of course, when that does begin, we'll be coming right back to you. For now, let's go back to you in the studio.
Carrying that press conference here on air on KMOV.com and on the KMOV News app. Well, as we mentioned earlier, the standoff still underway as we speak in East St. Louis, and so we continue our live team coverage this afternoon with Vinton Blandon, who's been on the scene in East St. Louis, Vinny, since early this morning.
Right now, Claire, the scene here on 42nd Street near Caseyville Avenue is still here. It's become something like a gathering spot. You have people standing on the corner. They are simply here watching what's going on. But everything is the same as it pertains to law enforcement. Law enforcement has the area blocked, and many of them are standing guard. Now, let's take a look at video from Powerhouse Skies and Ford captured a short time ago. This shows law enforcement equipment battering the house where Illinois State Police tried to serve a search warrant. Soon after, a plume of smoke could be seen over the house. Now, nearly 12 hours later, SWAT members remain there. An ISP spokesman told News 4 the trooper was shot around 5:30 this morning. ISP won't reveal what troopers hope to find, who their focus was, or if any of the people under investigation is the person who shot the trooper. Our crew in the air also saw SWAT vehicles move to the side of the house and tear a big section of the back of the house around 7. Now, that is the very latest with what's happening there. We have been here trying to figure out if they are still talking to someone in the house or if they're still processing things. But as far as the house goes, we did some digging and realized that St. Clair County owns that house. And according to a trustee here, no one should have been in that house. It was not their property. We're covering this story. We'll bring you more information as soon as we are able. Reporting live in St. Clair County, Vinton Blandon, News 4.
I want to reiterate